today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
45-yard line.
On second down, Williams loses the football, and the Patriots have it.
Ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Hutchinson. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And give them a gain of 37.
Well, they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw. Hutchinson, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Pats have taken the early lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The numbers for Williams a week ago. 15 carries. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Drew Lock, sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive, and certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive, got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 56 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing on first down is Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
What you talking about, ref?
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve. And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who says signaled down.
There he goes, left side. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. A big play there for New England. 48 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd,
and that's off the mark, incomplete.
2-yard line.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Steps away to his left. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, they're on him too quick, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 11.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They got to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
The kicker on for the end.
Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
3-yard line.
And it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
First down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Block working out of the gun. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Well, all right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
First down, Cardinals.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
28. Cardinals, nothing.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Lock now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Uche. Drew Lock. Sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On second down, it's Williams, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing his Lock on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Arizona.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll run it with Williams. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lock. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Makes the score Patriots 28.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Drew Lock.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and forever. Operating from the gun. Lock going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough it, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and...
On second down now, it's Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll get 34 yards there.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock, throw right side, complete to Williams. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Lock now on 1st down. That's complete left side to Shepard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, it's Lock. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Off play action. Hutchinson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Again, they were targeting Marshall there, but it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Hutchinson escaping the pressure right. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Blake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 3rd down, Lock. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Lock, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
A loss of 8 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that will be incomplete.
Intended for
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
That's been best.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
the quarterback taken down and sacked.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Delay of game, offense.
Get out of here, man.
So that'll back him up 5. Off play action. Hutchinson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
At the Cardinals' 4-yard line.
This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 4 yards out. And the Patriots continue to roll. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Joe Reed, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Here's Locke. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Locke. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Trying to get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
But it's now 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going long here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
1st and 10.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
1st down, Cardinals.
On 1st down, Locke. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to Reed. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Locke again. No escape from Locke, and he'll go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Patriots. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a runner. It's going to be a thrower. Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line.
A loss of 4 yards.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down, Arizona.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
From the gun, block. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Block. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's third down and 6 yards
To throw on third down. Block. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
A loss of 7 yards.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
The football going back over to Arizona now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. The 20. 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead, and unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route.
That's good.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Wide open, it's Marshall complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
On the play. First down, Cardinals.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Line's 59. Line's 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike
From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Check, 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Shotgun snap to Locke. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Can't do that, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hutchison. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Marshall. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.